Good morning, Dragonlings. Here we go. I'm going to make sure that everything's working okay since I'm on my own and no one's been able to test my audio. Okay, everything's working. So, good morning. Hello, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. And of course, my phone is going to make noise right now. So, let's go ahead and just mute that for right now. All right. We're here to do some productivity sprints. We're going to be writing for 25 minutes and taking some breaks in between. We're going to be working on some projects. Let me know what you guys are working on today. I am actually going to be working on my Notion board. I am updating my reading log, and I changed how I was doing it again. This is like the third or fourth time, but I think this time it's going to stick because I haven't been fully happy with the way I've been doing it in the past. Like, it's been close, but like no cigar. So I think I found a solution that is working and it's making me extremely happy. But now it's just a matter of like updating everything. So, good morning, Caro. I hope everything goes okay with your car, and I'm glad you're here in spirit. Yes. Hi, Amy. How are you today? I know you're having some internet issues because we've been chatting off and on via other things. So, hopefully, it works out for you and everything goes okay. So, I have not had any caffeine this morning, and I've been awake since 4 o'clock. So, that tells you a lot. I have, however, finished almost one full bottle of water, so don't come at me. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get us up for our first sprint. Oh, let's grow some plants together. Let me get us, what kind of plants do we want to grow today? I'm trying to think of a plant. Let's grow this one, just because it looks fun. All right, let me get my code up. Let's see if this will work. 5 CCF A3 YSG. All right. So while everyone who wants to grow a tree with me go ahead and jumps into the forest app, that's fine. Hi, Nina. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So, and now my watch is going to go off with everything that's going on with the family. We're in that cusp of time where my third shift family is like coming home from work and settling down for the day, and my first shift family is going to work and getting started with their day. So I've been getting bombarded with messages from all of them for the past like hour and a half. So it's been great. I need to get to work, but I can be productive with you guys for a bit. I've been scheduling live streams for my days off for a reason, because I cannot do work and then live stream. It's just, I do not have the capacity for that. And not at this time. I just don't. There's some exciting things coming in the works though, so that's fun. Oh, that reminds me. I need to reply to something real quick, actually. Where is it at? This? Yep. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. Okay, cool. I just wanted to put that out there. No. You could totally use the Forest app on like an iPad or a tablet or, you know, your computer, Amy. I'm just saying. I know you have a tablet and I know you have a computer. You could totally grow some trees with me. Those things. I'm such a bad person. I'm such a bad influence. Oh man, though. Okay, I'm gonna get do. We're gonna be doing the Pomodoro Kitty this time. Um, because it does the 25-minute timer, and then you can set either a 5 or 10-minute timer in between, which I thought was pretty cool. Let me. I got this timer from Mama Ward because this is the one she uses on her live streams. But like, you can change the cat's color. You can change the background color of your screen. I thought this was the neatest thing. And like, I set my time for 25 minutes. I like working in 25-minute blocks with 5-minute breaks in between. So I thought this was like the coolest thing. So I had to make it a gray kitty since gray is my favorite color, with blue ombre being behind it because my next favorite color is blue. So yeah. Oh, I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. And I had to show you guys. All right, I'll hold you to that, Amy. Next sprint, you're gonna be in there with the tree growing. Okay. So let me get us set up. Here's our first prompt of the day. You don't have to write it if you don't want to. It's just if you don't know what you want to write about and you do want to write, maybe this will give you an idea. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our first sprint. 25 minutes. Doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it's chores or writing or editing or some other admin work. Here we go. 25 minutes on the clock, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. That is break time. How'd you do what you do? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna get our next tree set up and then I will chat with you guys again. Give me a second. Sorry, I couldn't talk and think at the same time. It just wasn't working. Create room. Create 4Q HR 3XH SG. And shut that. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, so I got a couple of books added to my reading log. The cat meowing scared me because it was actually louder than the music that was playing, blasting in my ear, which was kind of creepy. But it works because it's going to keep us on track and all that fun jazz. So I can't complain too much. Sounded like it came from her. Yeah. Like my cat has been meowing at me off and on all morning. So like there's food in her bowl, but because you can see the bottom of the bowl, she keeps meowing at me. And yeah, so I was just like, whoa, wait, what? And it wasn't that it was actually loud, it was just there all of a sudden. I was like, oh, well, hello. You know what? We're gonna keep that up so that we can see how much time we have before we go back to writing. Because it's not that long and it starts automatically unless you pause it. So that's kind of cool. It's going to keep us on track. And we're going to be doing things. So let's see if I can. Boop. There we go. Ha 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 ha. So yeah. Just okay. I wanted to double check and make sure that the. So how'd you guys do on this last sprint? What were you guys working on? I mentioned I got some books added to my report. I am working on previous years. My current one is as up to date as it can be. I'm missing a book actually. I just realized that, so I need to update that because I finished reading all the stories in the anthology, and then I need to go back and write my thoughts on every single one because I have thoughts, lots of thoughts. But this is a way for me because I don't really like using Goodreads. I am a very big advocate that Goodreads is for readers, not for authors. Like authors stay away from Goodreads kind of thing. So I try to avoid Goodreads, and I've been tracking my reading stuff in Notion instead. And what I've been doing is going back and pulling all my information from Goodreads and realizing that my rating system has changed over the years because there's some books I'm like, I wouldn't have rated that high. No, like not at all. Like, what was I thinking? So, but that's what I'm working on now and getting that done. Oh, goodness. And then I will be doing the same thing. I've been doing the same thing with like movie logs because I used to track all the what I watch and my bullet journal, and I'm no longer bullet journaling. So I've been transferring all that information to Notion, which is working great. It's just it keeps it all in one place. It's actually easier for me to search for stuff and see what I've watched in the past. And it's like a nice visual representation without me having to print out a bunch of stuff, especially since like right now I can't. That's a story for a little bit later because yeah, I am a little ticked off about that. But with only like less than 30 seconds to go before we start our next sprint, I cannot tell you what's been happening there. So I'm going to go ahead and put up our next prompt because we got 15 seconds before we start our next sprint. And we're going to get ready to write all these words or do all the chores or do admin work or whatever it is you're working on right now. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alrighty, that's time. How'd you do? What you do? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna get our next tree set up, change our banner out. Whoops. And then I'll come back to the chat to see what everyone's talking about. We're gonna grow this tree this time, because why not? Give me the code. Thank you. 4KEU S2 HSP. Show. Okay, here we go. Hi, Mama Ward. You are not late. You're not tardy. You have arrived exactly when you were supposed to, and that's all that can matter. I wish I could get on board with Notion. I'm considering just buying a few templates to see if that will help me not struggle. What helped me was grabbing a notebook and like mapping out what I wanted and how I wanted it to look. I tried a couple of different templates, the free ones. I started with the free ones, just to see what I would like. And basically what I am doing now is conglomeration. And I've also watched a bunch of YouTube videos where people were setting up Notion for different things. And I wasn't even always watching like stuff that I was gearing towards. I watched a little bit of everything. Like I watched how people were setting up their Notions for like their day-to-day lives. And even though I had no intention of tracking my day-to-day life that way, it allowed me to get some ideas on how I wanted to set up my stuff. So watching a lot of YouTube tutorials helped. Looking at all the free ones, whether they were related to what I wanted or not, helped. But also like mapping out on paper what I wanted. I don't even know if I have what I wrote down for my reading one anymore, because I took up pages upon pages of like old journals that were not full. I took the back pages out and I drew out exactly what I wanted for my Notion board as far as my reading journal went. Not my reading journal. Yeah, my reading journal. And that's what finally helped, was mapping it out on paper first and seeing how different things would connect. So that might help you in the future. Just saying. Just saying. Mama Ward, I stole your timer because of the fact that it would keep us on track, because I have to get off here around like 9-ish. I don't know if Lisa Daly is streaming today. Give me a second. Let me find out. I saw a post where she is still yeah, she's supposed to stream today. Nope. Okay, she posted in her community tab a couple hours ago that she is still sick, so she is canceling her live stream for today. Okay. Yeah, it's woo! Trying to get 10K today. Go, Mama Ward. I have pretty much settled on the fact that I am not going to hit 80K this month, because the project I wanted to originally work on, yes, it would have gotten me close to that 80K, but sorry, I thought she was behind my computer. I have so much more research to do before I'm ready to even start that project that I've decided that that's just probably not going to happen. I am dilly-dallying on a bunch of different projects, but like I am not like worrying about it anymore, and I'm not stressing about it, which actually is making things go a lot easier. Like I've been working off and on the writing prompt book, and I've got 222 prompts already written, and I've been adding more. Like as I think of prompts, I've been adding more to them. So that's been great. Oh, I remember I was going to talk about this break, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it. Oh well. Remind me, I want to talk about printers on the next break, because I am irritated so badly. So badly. And it's affecting a lot of things too with the kids, not just myself anymore. Like if it was just me, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but it's now affecting the kids. But anyways, we got to get writing. We get the next banner up. We just did this one, so it's time to start writing. Here's our next prompt. If you want to write that, you don't have to. May not get 80K this. Let's go ahead and get writing. And I'll come back and read the comments afterwards. So let's see. Here we go. All right, that's time. How'd you do what you did? Let me know in the comments below. I am going to put up another plant. And then we will grow another tree. Hopefully. I'm going to do this tree. I like this tree, the starburst tree. Let's see. 5, 4, K-E-N, K-M. That's for anyone who wants to grow a tree with us. Got 4 minutes to join, and then we'll grow a tree and do some words and stuff like that. How'd everybody do? I got more books added to my list. This is taking a lot longer than I want it to. But it is working, it is going, and it's just taking a while. Some of it's because I'm transferring information to new files, but I haven't figured out a way. If you've already got information in a document, I haven't figured out a way to incorporate a template in on top of it. You have to get rid of everything before you can put the template in. And that's the part that's irritating me, is because some of these have like the images of the books. So I'm having to get rid of that, cut it, and paste it back in once I've got the template in. And sometimes I've got a review in there, or at least notes that I've taken while reading. And I have to get rid of that and then put that in back in. It's just extra steps, and it's annoying me. That's all it is. Extra steps. Nothing bad, just extra work. There we go. So, but yeah. Let's see. Replot mode. Which one are you replotting, out of curiosity? Part of the book I am now. Too similar to another book I wrote. You're doing the Cowboy a la carte, right? So which one is it too similar to? I'm just curious and nosy. I want to know. Need to have my daughter repaint my nails because they've come off. They're not as pretty. Got another minute left before we grow another tree, do some more words. Do you all track what you're reading? And if so, how do you track it? Just out of curiosity. Because, like, I was using Goodreads, and now I'm no longer using Goodreads. So I'm curious. That's it. I'm making myself a note because I keep forgetting to talk about the printer situation. And it has bugged me enough that I want to talk about it because I want your guys' opinions. But I keep forgetting to talk about it. Started a tracker to try to do the 52 books in a year challenge. I have already read over 70 books, I think, this year. The heck? Why did my mouse look weird for a second there? Time to write. Okay, let me get our new banner up, our next prompt. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. That is time. How'd you do what you do? Let me know in the comments below. We got, I think we've done 4 sprints now. We're going to do one last one before we jump off here. And we're going to grow one more tree. I'm going to grow. Where's my weeping willow? Or did I just grow my weeping? No, wisteria is the one I wanted to grow. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Okay. 5J CY WFESG. The cat's been getting everyone this morning. It got me on the very first sprint. It got Amy on the very first sprint. Mama Ward's who I got this timer idea from. So it didn't scare her, I bet. And now it's got you, Cat Paw. Hi, Sam. Hi, Cat Paw. How are you guys doing? 728 words is great. Ooh, story seed. Ooh, I love a good story seed. That being said, Mama Ward, you said that you were going to be replotting a book, like redoing the plot of a book. Like, are you doing Cowboy a la carte, or is it a different story you're talking about? So I'm just curious. And which one is it too much like? I am still working on my Notion project. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to talk about printer. I saved myself a note. For the past 3 sprints, I haven't talked about it. And that's why we have a 15-minute timer going for our break before we start the next sprint. So if you want to join me and grow a tree, feel free to add that code into your Force app. We're going to grow a tree. And yeah. Anyways, so printers. I went to go print out my youngest school supply list so that we could go through everything, see what we have versus what we need to get, kind of stuff, like we do every year. Especially since her list for this year, it's 5th and 6th use the same list, and she went from 5th to 6th, so it's the same list as last year, and she already has a lot of the products. So we just needed to like check and see which ones we have versus which ones we don't. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I went to go print out the list, and I kept getting errors. And I couldn't figure out why, because it's a brand new ink cartridge. There's a brand new ink cartridge of black in it. I've maybe used the printer twice since putting it in. The colored ink is only half full, and I was printing it in black and white anyways, because I always try to switch to black and white if there's no color apps all on the paper, just because it likes to use color even if there's no color on the page. Don't know why, but it does. Point being, I went to go print, kept giving me errors, couldn't figure out why. Y'all, I have 2 HP printers. One I got from work when the contract company went away from work, and they were just going to throw it in the trash, so I took it. It was free. It came with 1 ink cartridge. I hooked everything up, and it wouldn't work. It doesn't print double-sided automatically. I knew that from the get-go because I'd used the printer in the past. But it's so old that every time it does an update on drivers, the new drivers aren't compatible with the printer itself. So I had to downgrade it to the previous updates, like 3 or 4 updates back. Annoying, but doable. Can work with that. But there was a sale on a new printer. The ad told me that it was double-sided, and so I went ahead and bought it. And it was like, you can try Instant Ink for free for 6 months. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm probably going to be printing a lot soon, so that's great. So I got Instant Ink for 6 months with the new printer, got the new printer set up. It's not double-sided. It does not print double-sided unless you manually take the page out and put it back in, which is fucking annoying as hell. I can still work with that. It's annoying, but I can still work with that. My 6 months trial ended 2 days before I was trying to print my daughter's school supply list. And let me tell you what is the most annoying piece of crock shit in the world. Like I said, I had just replaced the ink cartridge not that long before. HP has their Instant Ink cartridges different from their regular buy in stores, buy online cartridges. They have chips in them. If your subscription to Instant Ink ends, you cannot use their Instant Ink cartridges at all. I kept getting errors because I don't have a current subscription to Instant Ink. Mind you, I have 3 other cartridges that I still have left to use because of the subscription, and I wasn't printing as much as I thought I was going to. And I can't use any of them without an active Instant Ink subscription, which is fan-fucking-tastic. So I am unable to print anything right now because I refuse to pay $30 a month for Instant Ink when I have cartridges I still can use, and it's making me mad. So actually, I priced an Epson printer the other day. It's $100 for an Epson. It is dual-sided, so it will print double-sided, which is absolutely what I need if I'm going to switch printers anyways. Hell, I was telling my husband, I was like, it's even got fax capabilities. Not that we could send faxes because we don't have a phone line, but that's not the point. So it will be cheaper for me to replace the entire printer and buy ink. That's not on a subscription, mind you. So if anyone has HP and has Instant Ink, let that be a warning for you. If you let your subscription lapse because you have too many ink cartridges like I do, you won't be able to use any of those Instant Ink cartridges unless you have an active subscription. But yeah, and apparently there's a lot of people that are pissed off about this because they are actually in the middle of a lawsuit, civil suit. I don't know which one it is. Some kind of law thing is going on because so many people are pissed about this because it's not a new thing like I thought. My husband actually did some research because he was troubleshooting my printer going, why won't it print? Because it wouldn't tell me why it wouldn't print. It just kept giving me errors. And it wouldn't tell me what that error was. So, and like the best thing about the Instant Ink program that I was like, oh, this is a great idea. It is cheaper than going out and buying new cartridges. However, it's like $20 or $30 a month. But even if you don't need ink cartridges, you're still going to be paying for that subscription. Like I am at civil suit. Okay, thank you. Like I am right now. So I just, I've got 2 printers that are absolutely positively useless right now because the other printer is finally out of ink. I used up the last of the ink in that one. Also, resetting the drivers. Anytime there's an update, resetting the drivers is a pain in the ass. Because I don't have to do it just with whenever the printer has an update. I have to do it whenever the computer has an update too. So that's annoying as fuck. So yeah, if you have an Instant Ink, I've got ink cartridges for you. If you want them, I can tell you what kind they are. I don't have them handy at the moment. I've got the one. Nope, that's for the other printer. Sorry. I lied. I don't have one. But yeah, if I wanted to, I could go out and buy ink that's not part of the Instant Ink subscription, and they'll work fine. It's only the ones that are attached to the Instant Ink, and the cartridges, I think, say Instant Ink on them. And that's the difference right there. Is the ones that say Instant Ink have that chip in them that basically when you don't have the subscription, you can't use. So Epson, a lot of the companies now are doing the refill where if you send the old ink cartridges back, they'll refill them and reuse them, which was what I was trying to get to. One of the things I liked about the Instant Ink, I was like, oh, cool. They send you a box. They send you a bag in that box so you can put your old ink cartridges in and then send them back so they can be recycled. And I think what they do is just refill them and send them back out to the next person who needs them. Okay. The errors, so you have to call them. I was on their chat though, and that was actually how we found out that we couldn't use it without an active subscription, because we finally got them to admit it during the chat. And they're probably not lying. It's just one of those stupid loopholes where if you don't read the fine print, and let's admit it, how many people actually read the terms and services all the way through? Like I usually do, but this time I didn't. I was just like, oh, 6 months. I won't use that much ink. And I was right. I didn't use that much ink. And so I didn't pay attention to anything beyond that. Because it probably was the fact that they aren't lying about it. It probably does say in their terms of service must have active subscription to continue using ink cartridges. It probably does say that somewhere in their stuff. Oh, speaking of the refurbished stuff, HP, another thing that they're trying to do, I don't know if it's, like, true, but some of their newer printers supposedly cannot use any of the off-brand or refurbished unless it's HP, it says HP on it. Like, you know how some companies, will do, like, off-brands of the same thing, but they'll work in your printer? I actually used to do that with some of my older printers before I got these 2. Um, the some of the newer HPs supposedly, I will not be getting HP again, so I don't know, and I haven't tried this, but supposedly they no longer are able to use any of the refurbished other than the HP ones or off-brand ink cartridges. So like you can't buy an off-brand ink cartridge, put it in an HP printer and expect it to work, supposedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard it a lot from several people, so probably is. It's just HP trying to make more money, and I don't blame them for that. I really don't, but at the same time, it's fucking annoying. Because the refurbished and the off brands are always cheaper. I think I had before I had these 2 printers, I think I had a Canon. And the best thing about it is I was spending $30 a month on ink for both black and colored because I think my ink cartridges were like one was 15 and one was $17. So like yeah. And that was what they were very friendly with the off brand, which is why my ink was so cheap because Walmart has its own brand of it had great value ink, and that's what I was using in my printer before. And I want to say it was a Canon. The only reason I got rid of it is because it died. Like there was no saving it. I'm pretty certain smoke was coming out of it at one point, but it was old. So that's the other thing. Canon lasts forever. Cameras. Canon is my favorite camera to go with because of how good they are and how good they last. So old HP died of oh no. Did you was it accidental or was it on purpose? Oh, that's the HP. Oh yeah, honestly, once I replace the 2 printers, I might be doing that. They might they might they might have a violent death, via what was it, the copy machine from from Office Space, where they all gather around it and just beat the shit out of it. That's gonna be me with the HP printers as soon as I have their replacements. Oh, I'm glad the new one's good. Is it also a HP or is it a Canon? Cat paw. Do not blame them. They could adjust their price points. Yeah. It's annoying. And all of this is making HP lose customers because there's got to be they got a civil suit against them because of this shit, apparently. And live, baby, live for a long time. Yes, my pretty. Let me see the one I've been looking at. Is it still on sale? And Epson is a good brand. I think I've had Epson before. Oh, it's already in my cart. No wonder I can't find it. And the dual pack for ink cartridges for the Epson, if I get the name brand, and I think they can use the off-brand stuff, is $54 for the black with the tricolored ink. So that's not bad at all for name brand, especially for Epson, because Epson's a pretty good one. Yeah. Okay. So hack products. Hack products. I love it. I'm glad you like your new one, Cat Paw. I'll send you a message on Instagram because if you can use the cartridge, do you have the HP Instant Ink subscription? Or do you just buy their ink whenever you need it kind of thing? Ooh, we're getting ready to do a sprint. All right, guys. Let's do this very last sprint. Let's get some words in or some work done, whichever you're doing. In 3, 2, one, let's go. Hello. Welcome back. That was our last sprint for today. I guess I can go ahead and close the kitty cat now. I do like that timer. Thank you, Mama Ward, for like using it so that I could see it so that we could use it ourselves because that was kind of awesome. Even if the cat did scare me from time to time with its noise. I'll have to check my Instagram. I'm not getting notifications on my phone when I get Instagram messages like I used to. So I've got to figure out if I changed one of my settings or something because I used to get notifications whenever I got a message and now I'm not getting any. So I don't know what's going on there. I have to physically go check and see if I've got messages because I've actually been talking back and forth with a couple other people about various things and through Instagram, and I haven't been getting notifications whenever they send me something, which is really weird. But yeah. So yeah. How did everyone do? What did you guys work on? You said you sent me a message, so I'll have to read that. Oh, look, see, there it says I got something. It just didn't get a notification about it. Ooh, that's long. I will have to read that when we're not streaming because that is long. I like long messages. I am the notorious for sending long messages. Amy can attest to that because when I send a message, it's like a novel. You get two types of messages for me: novel or short, teeny tiny sentence. So that's like 2 words long. That's it. But there's no middle ground. So yeah, I will probably be using Pomodoro Kitty in the future, especially because I like the timer with the break. Because it sets you up to like get ready. The only thing I don't like is that it starts right away and that you have to physically pause it in order to make sure that it doesn't do that. I have mixed feelings. With the forest app, you can set it so that it does a timer break. And it'll basically, when it says you've grown your tree, it gives you there's like 3 options at the bottom, and I don't remember exactly what they are. I would have to actually let the timer play to see. And one of them is a break, and it gives you a 5-minute break, but you can't see that on the screen. Forest app, I'm telling you, if you do that with the Chrome extension so that we can see it on the screen, it would make me very happy. I'm just saying. Make an app for Mac or Apple or something so that we can see our tree growing on the screen and stuff like that. I'm telling you. All right, let's see what it got. Mama got 885 words. That's awesome. Sam got 499. Second book of new 10 book. Y'all are killing me with these long series. Mama Ward's working on one too. That's really long. It was like 16, 17, 18, 22, 36, 48. I don't know how many books. Oh man. 1/3 through a rolled hem on a linen top. Are you sewing, Cat Paw? Are you doing a sewing project? Is that what you've been working on? I love this, by the way. I've been watching more videos about people doing like I don't know, it starts with an A, these little crochet animals. And I'm like, part of me wants to do that, but the other part of me is like, no, you got 2A craft projects, don't do it. Especially since you know you won't stick with it. 14 plus 4 is 18 books, ma'am. That's 18 books for one series. Mackie's 100-book series. That's what it feels like. Oh man, that's great. I love this though. Linen top, linen. See, now I'm stuck because whenever I think linen, I think like the sheets and bed sheets and stuff that for work, because that's what we call it. We call it mangling and linen. So it's not 100 books yet. Yet. Okay, my longest series that I have written is 4 books that I've written. The longest series I have planned is my fairy tale retelling, which are all going to be novellas, by the way. Not even novels, novellas. And they're all, how many do I have of those? Hold on, I got to go find out. I have to find out because it's going to bug me. Otherwise, nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to open. Okay, I guess I got to open a new tab. I want to find out how long my longest series. I want to say 16. All projects. Let's see if I can filter by series. Unfamiliar fairy tales. There it is. Okay, I've got it filtered. 12. I feel like that's wrong. Biddy's Wants, Sienna's Wolf, Bryson's Sirens, Blanche's Madness, Vix's Dwarves, Yasmin's Gin, Marina's Lambs, Camilla's Bear, Sarah's Frog, Alina's Song, Summer's Princess, Winter's King. Okay, yep, nope, that's right. 12 books. 12 books is my longest series, and it's novella. So, let me go back to that and change that. Okay, there we go. All right. And that one's not written yet. I'm still in planning stages of that one. So, I'm just saying. That's my longest so far. I haven't even gotten to the prequel, postquel books because time travel. 12 books plotted for another series. Show you 42 chapters. Oh, goodness. Trilogy now. Yeah. Oh, man, y'all are killing me. I like 4-book series. I don't know why. I do. I like writing 4-book series. And I like reading the one I don't like. And I'm seeing this is a bigger trend with romance right now that I'm seeing, or like with like erotic romance. There is a big incline of duologies where it literally, they're really long if you put them together, but that's why they're split. But like there is an upward tick of duologies where the first book ends on a cliffhanger and the second one picks up literally right where the other one left off. And I'm like, you could have made it one book. Like I realize why it's not one book. It's because it'd be over long. Because these are with these duologies, I'm noticing each one's like 100,000 words. So like I realize why they did it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, it just annoys me. It's a personal pet peeve that has no reason to exist but does. Sea fire? Ooh, wait, hold on. No, don't do it, Skye. Oh, sea fire. I have to find out what that is. That says 3 though. If I'm looking at the right one, it says by Natalie C. Parker. Am I looking at the right one? That says it's gonna be 3 books. Immediate. Okay, hold on. Immediate cliffhanger, then immediate pickup. Okay, see, I don't mind it though. It's just like, it's only with the duologies it bothers me. It doesn't bother me with 3. I don't know. I can't explain it. I cannot. Maybe it's because most of the time with those books, it feels like there's a lot of fluff in both books to make them longer. Maybe that's why. And I'm like, if you cut out all this fluff, you can make it one. Maybe that's why it bothers me. It does not bother me with trilogies. It's literally a me thing. And I know I am the problem. It's me. This guy putting a story grenade in my hand. Walking away, spinning that pin too. Whistling if I could whistle. The shiny lies. Oh, man. All right, y'all. It's been fun, but I have a meeting I got to go to. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for joining me today. It's been fun writing with y'all. And I'll be back on Wednesday with, not Wednesday, today's Wednesday, Sunday with another live stream at 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 10:30 Eastern Time. And then I'm going to be setting up some live streams, hopefully soonish for September, and more news to come on that, hopefully in the next couple weeks before September starts, because there's some things in the planning stages that we're going to be working on. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday, whoever wants to join me then. And thank you for coming here today. And I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.